Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake. Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives.
Say, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janus's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there, and I just figured since you guys seem to be... And by a lot, I mean all of them. Got it?
I'll do my best, Mr. Blake. Knock 'em dead.
Don't you worry.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him.
Yeah, Doc, I know. But this Batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out. What do I want?
A
I
lawsuit
want you to
between
talk to
Janus and a
Master
local
and
resident.
tell him to
It
get
might
me
be
up.
just what we're looking for.
I want added pay for this.
Batty
one. I
lives
want
in
Batty
number
to disappear.
432.
Just pick one. All right, Doc, sorry. I'm just stressing out here, okay? Please, do what you can, all right? Yeah, I'll talk later.
One day, he took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox, and he even made a little leash for him so he could take him walking. They did everything together. Until one day, he heard his mother scream from the kitchen where he had left his pet while he went to the bathroom. He rushed to the kitchen where he found Pedro here, under one of his blinds.
Oh, great. Now I feel bad for all the roaches.
You are filling that soup out really well, amigo.
Just so you know, I'm kind of living out of the back there while...
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
Okay.
You know what I like about you guys? You're just so
He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
the new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel. I think it's a journal, or a diary. He's one of the security people working over at that old Russian guy's house. It's gotta be something from the old man's archives.
Huh.
If that's one of Janus's diaries,
tosses it out
it might
every
contain
week.
some
Have a
important
look.
information about
How
his
I get most of
past.
my books these days.
Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the constant.
Honey, it's me. You called? Yes, I know they're coming for dinner. I have to finish my rounds first. I thought this was supposed to be a quiet Saturday. There are just so many letters. I got a package for Batty as well. Did you know he was big? That old Russian guy I talked about? I was in love with it. Even if you wanted that package for Batty. All right.
Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Arc Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
Oh, hell. Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man.
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to clear a series of mole tunnels using explosives. I applaud his enthusiasm, but sadly, local police have confiscated his equipment.
Since it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
You are trespassing! Please turn around. I'm glad we speak the same language.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. Unfortunately, declined for a house tour.
Sir, I'm sorry. This is a restricted area.
Maybe you know him.
Smart move.
Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can't say that I do.
Well, he's interested in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down after the, well, incident.
I'm not really from around here, senor. I don't know anything about that.
I see. Well, never mind. He can wait a little longer. I need to squeeze a couple more of these beauties down.
sakes!
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on
It's
James.
better to keep the tapes safe in
I'm willing to bet
house.
those surveillance
Yeah,
tapes hold
well,
interesting
tired of climbing
information.
that damn rickety ladder over there.
Residential jobs, they stress me out.
I know what you mean. There's a lot to keep track of.
Say what?
Everything's bueno.
Janice's oddball nurse is at it again.
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds. Spends more time with them than he does with Janice.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past him and I have to tell you...
So Janus has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment.
He gets into some pretty personal stuff with those animals. He shared his opinion on Janice. Let's just say it's not exactly overwhelmingly positive.
Well, cranky old men don't tend to be very likable. Maybe if you don't get along with the elderly, stay away from a career where you make personal house calls. You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill. Not like men. I have never met a man so full of bile. I mean, I'm just trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete ass. All right, I better go. You know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is. I know it sounds crazy. He looks like any fragile old man, but I think... No, I'm sure.
Man, we might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over. Why is this happening noon, day of all days? Found another pack? Yeah. Tossed it in the trash like the others. I really like that. But Mr. Janice wants to smoke. Why stop? His age. Yeah, he's very struck to keep the man alive. In fact, smoke today ain't gonna do one of the things he wants. I really don't think our duty goes that far. The old man wants to keep smoking. So what? The old man is
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
That's real.
No, please, just don't hit me!
Of the ambassador was such a talented pastry chef. She managed to completely divert my attention from the task at hand.
That sounds incredible, Mr. Janus.
Did you see my photograph? The group photo from the first gathering?
No, Mr. Janus. Can't say that I did.
Well, it must be somewhere around here. I wish you people would clean up after yourselves. I can't find anything in this house anymore.
Right. Sorry, Mr. Janus. I'll tell the men. Shall I ask some of them to look for the photograph?
No, never mind. I just need it before I leave so I can bring it with me.
Understood, sir.
Afternoon suitcase.
No, Mr.
Customs officials knew not to touch any of my things.
Oh, diplomatic immunity has its advantages. Online shopping just isn't quite the same.
Well, let me know when they arrive, Gunter. I want to inspect the craftsmanship myself.
Of course, Mr. Janus.
Whoa. Please, check out what that was.
Affirmative.
Can you please go see what that is?
Oh dear.
Investigate disturbance. Over.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still. We are close now, 47.
Say, wouldn't you like to come out to the stand and join us, giving away all these wonderful muffins?
Oh, I'd love to, my darling, but I've got to do some sewing. Janus has a dressing gown that needs a few touch-ups, and he's getting anxious. Apparently he needs it.
You seem to have so
A
many
robe
things
for
going on,
Janus? What could he need that for?
How do you find the time?
Well, when you're retired, you can get an astonishing amount of things done.
Hi,
Hello,
Miss West.
my darling. Listen, do you know if everything is all right over at the Will?
Well, I haven't been over there, Mrs. West, so I don't know. I did hear they had some issues with the grill earlier.
Oh dear. I hope it's nothing too serious. If all else fails, I suppose they can come by and get some of my muffins.
Well, I can't imagine anyone saying no to that. Yes.
Strange. Weird.
Wait, that's not an ordinary resident of Whittleton Creek 47. This must be one of Cassidy's men working undercover. I suggest you keep an eye out for more of them. sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down here?
If the realtor doesn't show up, I want you to penetrate the house for sale, Mike.
There's still a substantial police presence in the town because that politician visiting, sir. Could be a problem.
Try calling the realtor?
What can you tell me? We had a guy poking around the backyard earlier. Claimed he was there to look at the frogs. Yeah, likely so. What did he look like? Pretty sure it was...
Pain in the ass. What was he doing?
I tagged him trying to peek over the fence. He claimed he wanted to see if the frogs were migrating further into our yard. I sent him on his way.
All right. It's not even the first time this has happened. Ever since that fool batty.
Recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
me know if you see any of the others slacking.
Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Arc Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
Have a fun.
Yeah, of course.
Like blood appreciates your support.
The Arc Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, But it seems to me, Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Odd choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.